Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 2. So, the first episode of Frieren was quite something. I think I needed a little bit more to know where they were going with the story, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So, last time we saw Frieren and her party that consisted of Himmel, Heiter, and Eisen after defeating the Demon King, and now they're all trying to find out what to do with their life after that. Frieren being an elf means her lifespan is that of at least several centuries. She can go on living for hundreds and hundreds of years, while humans only get 1 century at most. So the hero was a human who only had 1 century, and his life was so much shorter compared to hers. But she felt like, but she felt like that despite the amount of time she spent with him, like a whole decade, she felt like she still barely knew anything about him, and she wondered why she didn't take the time to try and understand him better. And now she wants to learn more about the people that she's going to meet going forward. So she met up with Heiter again, and then met this orphan girl named Fern, who she's now going to teach magic to. I don't think she'll be going just yet, but let's see what Frieren does now in this second episode. If you like my reaction and want to see more, please press the like button down below. The like button over there, guys, please press it. And if you have any thoughts to share about this episode, please place them in the comments down below. But no spoilers, guys. No spoilers under any circumstance. Okay? And if you want to help me out, please subscribe to my channel also. I appreciate that a lot, guys. Alright then, let's get started with the episode.
The level of control you have over your magic is very high. That's the area where most people tend to struggle. My advice is to be patient with yourself.
All right.
I have a feeling that she's not the patient type. Oh, nice. And they made a snowman. And they destroyed the snowman. Heiter? Okay. I think she's getting there. Or not. Nope, they're just cold. They're showing a lot on this. Nice. What are you doing?
Is Fern's training coming along smoothly?
In a short 4 years, she's learned more than most.
4 years.
I don't feel this is a good thing. She is studying too hard. Regardless, she's still a long way from becoming a proper mage. I'll have deciphered the grimoire before she reaches that status.
4 years it's been already.
The odds this text contains anything pertaining to
Heiter?
Heiter.
Wait, already? Now what happens?
I will try to be quick with my work.
No need to rush it. I don't know if he cares all that much anymore.
I need you with Heiter.
But I still haven't shot through the boulder.
Fern.
I have no doubt you'll achieve it eventually. Right now,
It cannot be eventually. When eventually comes, Master Heiter will have passed away.
Or you want him to see it.
That man saved my life, you know.
I just said for Fern was Northern.
Throwing away your life now would be an utter waste.
Oh, was she about to jump?
If he was still here, and I was the one 6 feet below, more innocent lives could have been saved. Since I'm not the type for such selflessness, I planned to live out the rest of my days quietly. But before I could hole up for good, I realized something. If I sat and died in silence, all I learned about friendship, strength of will, and courage, all the precious memories we had made, they would vanish like they had never been. If there is even one precious memory tucked within the walls of your mind, then I think it would be a waste for you to die.
I have to show him he did the right thing back then. Saving my life can't be his final regret. I don't care if it's as a mage or whatever else. Learning some kind of skill to support myself is my way of repaying him. He's the reason I'm here, and I need him to know I'll be alright when he's gone.
Alright then.
Remember everything that I've taught you so far?
Ooh, cool. Nice, nice. Oh. What happened? Did it work? They're not gonna tell us. Yet. You
There
deciphered
weren't
it.
any spells for bringing back the dead or granting immortality.
Worth a try.
Did you know that?
If such spells did exist, Avig most surely would have cast them on himself.
Then why bother?
How's Fern? Is she growing strong?
She has room to improve.
Is that for Fern?
Be
Are those spells for Fern?
for a proper mage.
Excellent. So she made it in time. It'll be hard for you to say she'll get in your way, now won't it?
You still want Fern to tag along with her?
You deceived me, didn't you?
Frieren, please take care of Fern for me.
No point in feigning courage again. Not now. She has been ready to say goodbye to you for a long while. Your only focus before you die should be giving her a proper farewell. Making as many memories as you can.
You can do that with Himmel. So you want to make sure he can do that with Fern. For Fern has also known it too.
Why did you save Fern?
Yeah. Did you want to be like him?
Because that is what Himmel the hero would have done.
Perhaps I'll listen as well.
Not bad, Fern. That was awesome.
I really can't thank you enough. Without your help and guidance, I couldn't have repaid Master Hyder.
Then you should be thanking him for deceiving me. So long, corrupt priest.
Whatever. So is she tagging along now? Alright. Oh, cool. 26 years after the death of Himmel the hero in the Turk. I missed it again. So it's been 6 years now since those two first met.
What did we get paid in this time?
It's a spell that produces warm tea. We'll have to try this out later.
The other day we learned a spell that cleans rust from bronze statues. And before that, there was the one for turning sweet grapes sour. It sounds to me like you really do love magic, Mistress Frieren.
Only somewhat.
Mistress Frieren.
The same as you.
I feel we're a bit different.
We're the same.
Are you?
A statue of Himmel the hero.
The poor boy is in terrible shape. I would clean him myself, but it's too much for one old lady. And I can't convince the other villagers to care.
Why not? What happened? What? Was that a demon? Himmel, okay.
When the village was attacked by a vicious monster, the brave Mr. Himmel fought with all his might to defend us. Such a hero should be revered, not less.
You're that girl.
When the villagers offered to make a statue of him, he should have humbly declined.
How is this?
Flashback.
You don't think it's too handsome, right?
He spent 18 hours choosing a pose.
18 hours.
Come to think of it, there was an elven mage in the hero's party, wasn't there?
So, shall we clean him up?
Guilty as charged, as they say.
I do wish there was a bit more color around here, though. I'll have to plant some flowers soon.
We could do that. You have the spell that produces flowers, don't you?
Yes, indeed. I suppose I could conjure something. No, blue moon weed flowers would be best.
I can't recall that one. What do they look like?
I don't know. I've never seen them.
Then why those?
Because they grow in Himmel's hometown. Fern, let's go.
Coming.
You're hiding something. Whatever it is, I won't be upset.
Were you gonna take something? Squirrels.
I believe they're sea rats.
Seed.
Shall our moon weed quest commence?
Are you joking, mistress?
Why would I be?
What do you
She
mean?
said there was a field of them right here.
Decades ago.
But they're well worth looking for. If we're able to find and analyze them, we can conjure blue moon weed wherever we like.
You're doing this for Himmel's sake?
Oh no. I believe I'm doing it for my own.
Can the turtle do something about them? I think you found it. That looks like it. Oh, it's not. Never mind. What the heck, Frieren? Same outfit? Frieren? It seems like it's been quite a while.
Mistress Frieren, we've scoured these woods for 6 months.
6 months now. Well, she has a lot of time to spare, and a lot of it, I mean.
She's so quick to fixate on anything relating to magic. By the looks of it, she's going to continue this hunt for years, if not decades.
You're so young, child.
Is that simply a polite way of saying you think I'm wrong?
No, and I don't disagree with you.
I think she just wants to know more about Himmel.
And your feelings. If you say how you feel with an open heart, I've no doubt she'll take it well.
Ooh, what is that thing anyway?
They're the seeds of a related species she kept for their medicinal properties.
Okay.
Would it be alright if we planted these around Himmel's statue?
No, she wants the actual one.
I hear you, Fern. And I see I've made you worry. The time I spend isn't solely my own anymore. We should go. I promise that I'll end my search soon.
Mistress, how many years is soon?
Soon enough.
Please, no.
Give her a number.
It's not comforting coming...
Give her a number. Who's there?
I've been wanting to ask, why do you collect spells in the first place?
It's just a hobby of mine.
That's quite
Is it just that?
It's a hobby, and a good one. I used to go through my life much more apathetically before finding it. But then came a fool who praised me for the magic I acquired. The rest is history.
That's a pretty silly reason.
I agree.
Oh well. That was a nice little bit of animation there. It was just a small thing, but it was pretty good. Oh, what's that?
Is that...
A flower petal.
Did they find it finally?
A flower grown in my homeland. They're truly beautiful. To be fair, they grow pretty heroes too.
Shall we get going then?
Frieren. I'd like to show you them someday.
Sure, if the chance arises.
Finally. Is that it? That's the one, isn't it? Did you find it finally?
I had a feeling we'd find them here.
You found them. A lot of them, that too. This is good.
I can't believe
Good
that we
stuff.
actually found them.
A lot of them too.
Becoming a mage was a challenge, but you never once wanted to give up.
That's very different. I could have learned any other skill.
But you chose this one.
It didn't have to be magic.
No,
Are you sure?
but it's what you chose.
Because that's the skill that you wanted to learn. Isn't that right, Fern?
Blue mood weed.
We got the
I
flowers.
thought I would never see it again.
Ooh.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does actually.
Thank you for your diligence, Miss Frieren. You've ensured that time will never get the better of the statue again. Look at that. An adorable touch.
Ah.
Well, shall we be off?
Alright, that's the end. So Frieren now has a new companion with her, Fern. The excuse she gave Heiter at the beginning was Fern was too weak and would just get in her way. But during those last 6 years, Frieren had plenty of time to teach Fern magic, and she was already well gifted to start with. Frieren said the thing people struggle with most is controlling magic, and Fern's control was already very good to begin with. She wanted Heiter to see how strong she could get with magic, because so apparently when Heiter first found Fern, she was about to kill herself after losing her parents, but he gave her a reason to keep on going, and she was grateful for that, and she wanted to show him that he did not make a mistake, that she was worth saving, and she thought showing him that spell was the best way that she could do that. I'm glad she managed to pull it off in the end though. And now, thanks to that, Frieren now has a companion that she can take with her. So now, after all this training, Fern is no longer so weak that she will get in Frieren's way. Heiter played her nicely there. So there ended up being no spell for immortality or extending life as he thought it was, but okay, so I guess, oh well. So now Heiter is gone and so is Himmel, but we don't know about Eisen. Is he still around? Well, anyway, so now Frieren and Fern are traveling together. So I believe where this episode ended, it had been 6.5 years since the two of them first met each other. Frieren obviously still looks the same, but Fern has evidently gotten older. I'm not sure how old she is just yet though. Maybe 15 or 13 or something like that. Okay, so they found a statue of Himmel, and Frieren wanted to find some flowers to put over there to decorate it. And she specifically wanted the flower that he said was in his hometown. It took them 6 whole months to try and find that thing. I guess time was not really an issue for Frieren because she could live on for centuries more at a time. But for Fern, she was starting to get a bit impatient, spending 6 whole months looking for a single flower. Then again, 6 years or 10 years is a small thing to Frieren, so she never thought about how it may have been upsetting Fern, not until Fern brought up the topic herself. She was just wondering, how much more longer are we going to go searching? How much more longer are you going to keep searching until you're satisfied? How many more years will pass until we finally find it? But then they did finally find it. A lot of them, in fact. So now if they find any more statues of Himmel, they can use a flower conjuring spell to conjure that same flower and put it there. Nice. Okay, so just gonna be this journey that Frieren is gonna be on with Fern tagging along. Maybe she'll run into Eisen one more time. Of course, I doubt he'll be swinging an axe anytime soon. Who knows? Maybe she'll run into Eisen next. But for now, Frieren and Fern are traveling together, and Fern seems to have gotten pretty strong. She still doesn't know Frieren all that well, but I think she's getting there, and yeah, I think that's about all I have. So let's see where the adventures take them next time, in the third part of this 4-part premiere. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode, guys, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye, everyone.